my wife's dad passed a few weeks ago up in Kansas. We were home for the funeral, and we will go back again in a couple of weeks. He left a simple estate. He owned his home. He owned 2 vehicles and a couple of small bank accounts and maybe a CD. He left her with power of attorney. Is it really necessary to pay a lot of money to an attorney to settle what seems to be a simple estate?
Okay. Well, if it's a simple estate, she could try to do some things on her own at first. So, for example, if the accounts at the bank have a payable on death or a transfer on death designation where she or anyone else is listed as the beneficiary, those assets don't need to be probated, really. They, you can just go to the institution, you can tell them who you are, give them the appropriate documentation, and they can process that anytime a beneficiary is designated on an account, so things like IRAs, 401k plans, annuities, life insurance, and transfer on death or payable on death accounts. You can go directly to those institutions, provide them with the documentation, and they can start to settle those assets for you right away. Other than that, I would say you're just going to have to. I mean, you can try it on your own, but lots of times attorneys will give you a consultation without charging you anything. So maybe you could, if you come up against some roadblocks, you could go and interview some attorneys and, see which ones might be able to get things done for you the quickest if you even run up against that. So, but there are some assets that are going to require probate, and it just depends on the laws of the state. I'm not super familiar with, I'm not a legal professional anyway, but I'm not familiar with the laws in Kansas. So, I would start with the institutions and see how far you can get, and then because you really don't want to pay somebody to help you do something that you get done on your own.
Right.
So.